we need to tell everybody exactly what we do at World Teams. And nothing. Why don't you go?
Okay, yeah. So basically, what we do here at World Teams is connecting professionals from all over Latin America with companies in the States and Canada, but mostly the States. Basically, because of time zones, there's not that big of a difference between Latin America and North America. And we provide services in various industries from architecture, engineering, marketing, creativity, admin, and accounting. Basically, what makes us different is that we believe in communication. It's the key in every aspect of life, really, but mostly when it comes to working remotely with people in different countries, different cultures, different languages. So once we connect a professional with a client, they have a direct line of communication with no intermediaries um, or anything that can, ruin the relationship. That's pretty much what we focus on.
Right. So the main thing that we do is architecture, and and all the other things that we do kind of responded to different needs that our clients, which are mostly architects, wanted. Right. Like let's tell our story. So um, when we started working with Connie, I was like getting asked by all of our clients, "Oh, I have this need. Like, I don't know how to deal with marketing. I need this. I need that." So we created something that we called the marketing match, right? That had a similar vibe to what we do normally. That it was at that point connect architects from Latin America to work in studios in US. Um, and so Connie is actually a graphic designer, and she was kind of coordinating that. And she started to bond so well with clients that I was like, I need you like talking to clients all day long and convincing them that they need to work with us, right? And it's been what, 2 years?
Yeah, 2.5 years, I think. Well, yeah, 2 years. Yeah, since I moved from being a graphic designer to where I am now.
Mhm.
Um,
And tell me, like, what are the things that our clients mostly ask?
so a big thing for people is generally your clients are a bit hesitant when it comes to outsourcing because of the obvious, like language barriers, communication issues, and potential errors in general that can be a result of working with people that are super far away. And so the
Right.
first thing that we ensure is, yeah, they are far away in distance, but you will be communicated 24/7.
Yeah, that's something that always comes up, right? We didn't invent outsourcing. It's basically working, with another team that doesn't, it's not your main office. And that usually comes from outside the country. But most people thought of outsourcing as outsourcing to like Asian countries and with a completely different modality. So you had this promise that, they would be like these little dwarfs that would work at night, and, like everything that you asked would be perfectly ready in the morning. And then when they tried it, they were a little bit disappointed that it didn't work that way. And for me, it just didn't work that way because of obvious reasons, right, Connie?
Right. I mean, I think that the first thing that that we try to ensure as well is that there's time that overlaps so that you have a back and forth in real time. So that if the professional has a question or has doubts on something about the project, they can reach out to you as a client and you will be there to, provide an answer. And the same goes for you. If you want to pick up your phone and call the professional and be like, hey, I need this for tomorrow. We have a deadline to meet. You can feel free to do so, and you can count on the resource that will be part of your team.
Yes, I mean, and it's obvious, right? Like, with your team, you just don't like give them a task and be like, okay, see you in 6 months. Hope everything's good, right? Because they have questions. They have sometimes like, okay, were you thinking about this the same way that I'm thinking about it? Like, am I in the right direction? Or like a very specific question, like, I don't know, was this something, or this, is this number right? Because it doesn't seem right. Or like, what were you trying to do here?
Yeah.
Right. And if you don't have the person to give you an answer at that moment, maybe you just make assumptions and then you end up going 6 hours in the wrong direction. And that is very inefficient and very expensive. And so that's what we do very, very different at World Teams. Like Connie was saying, our people work on your same time zone and are part of your team. And
And
we
they
work on that bond. We work on that bond a lot,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And we make sure that everyone can speak fluent English so that they're, the we don't want things to get lost in translation. So everyone can communicate fluently in English. They also adapt to your time zone, to your softwares, to your methods of communication, to your overall dynamics
Yeah.
at the day to day in the office.
And one thing, that as we talk to our clients, they're very curious and they've never heard of this before, is that we don't only just match you with the right professional according to your needs, but then you get an account manager that will talk to you and your team. Because sometimes, like we get approached by the owner or the principal, and then the person that actually needs the help is a project manager. And so, like, we talk to them directly to see how to get some feedback, to see how things are going. But also on the other side, the professional has a coach, right? And like, why don't you explain what the coach does for the professional and how the account manager and the coach work together?
Exactly. So, what I always try to explain to clients is that, okay, your account manager is like your fairy godmother in some way. They will be your go-to person for absolutely everything. They will, be right next to you throughout the whole working relationship, making sure that you have everything that you need, that your team is exactly what you want it to be. And it goes exactly the same way for the professional. There's someone who's always coaching them and making sure that they're happy at the workplace, they're happy with their clients, they know what they're doing, they don't have any doubts or anything. We
Or
try
maybe
to
they do. Maybe they're like, you know what? I'm just not confident enough.
Yeah.
I realized working with my team that I'm not confident enough with this software. I need training in
Yeah.
something, like, I don't know. I'm working in Revit and like they asked me to do some families and I don't feel so confident, or I don't know what to do. So we have mentoring programs that the coach like hooks them up with to like improve performance. We we want to be like the perfect HR office, external HR office, and in a lot of ways that's exactly what we are.